together with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah. It's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. We'll be joined here by my brother here in just a minute. But today we don't have much to go over. We have 6 games in the MLB, and that's it. No WNBA, no CFL, no nothing other than the games in baseball. We have 7 total games, but only 6 have lines. We do not have a line for – which game was it? We do not have a line for the White Sox game yet. Because we don't know who the pitcher will be for the team they're going up against, which is I'm trying to remember who the White Sox are playing today. Minnesota. We don't know who Minnesota's pitcher is yet today. So we'll So probably we won't go over that one. But other than that, before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we'll take a look back at what happened yesterday. One went right, one went wrong. Well, it's sports betting, and all things considered, this is going to sound weird for me, but yesterday was like what felt like a bad day in the MLB, and it was just 3 and 4 down half a unit for me. I've had winning days every single day in July so far in baseball, other than July 2nd, and it is what it is. I mean, I'm not going to win every single day. 3 and 4 down half a unit, and then lost the CFL play. I'm definitely going to be diving deeper into CFL, putting more time into it, because I'm not going to continue to hit at 25% this year. That's just not going to happen, and I'm not going to allow it to happen. Hamilton was an absolute mistake last night. They lose 44-28. Game soars over the total. They have a bye week now, so we'll see what they do after the bye week, but they're 0-5. And I think I've managed to back them every single time because I'm an idiot. But yeah, Hamilton plus 5.5 loser. And then in baseball, started off poorly. Nationals loser there at minus 105. I'm back on the Nationals today. If you guys saw the free pick video last night, Chicago White Sox plus 125. They were up 4-3 heading into the 9th. And for the 876th time this year, the Miami Marlins walk it off. I feel like if you go back and look at the Miami Marlins, it feels like at least half their wins are walk-offs or where they take the lead in the 9th inning. Like, I swear this team, if they just put up 0 runs every 9th inning, would probably be 10 games worse. Like, it's unreal that the games that the Marlins do win, it's the same story every time. They score a run and they walk it off, or they win in extra innings. I feel like every single time it goes to extra innings, the Marlins win. And that's going to regress. A little bit luck boxy, but they were that way last year a little bit as well. There's one thing I remember was that they were a team that was bound for some regression, which is what we saw with them this year with that. So plus 125, I'm not going to get mad at that, losing that in the bottom of the 9th inning on a walk-off. Reds plus 120 loser, so start off 0-3. Finished the day off 3-1 in baseball, though. Guardians with a nice little comeback there. They were down 3-0. They scored 2 in the 4th, 3 in the 6th to win 5-4. The Angels lose 5-0. That's not what I really wanted to see there. Happy Dallas Keuchel Day. Dallas Keuchel is now 3-0. The Brewers are 3-0 when Dallas Keuchel starts. They beat the Dodgers 9-2, and nothing says Sunday baseball like Dallas Keuchel going into Dodger Stadium and not giving up a run. I know he only went 4 1/3 innings pitched, but he didn't give up a run against that Dodger lineup. I was impressed. He walked a few batters. He only gave up, I think, 3 hits, but walked 5. But I'm genuinely impressed on what we saw from Dallas Keuchel. And I don't think he's just automatic fate that people think he is. And then Boston plus 115. Nice little winner to end the night. What a performance by Cutter Crawford. They cut him out. They stopped him after 7 innings. He only threw 68 pitches. So kind of an interesting, very, very good performance from him there. So overall, down 1.55 units yesterday, down 0.5 units in baseball. So I'm still at plus 39 and change. So I'm hoping to finish it up at least a unit today and be in the 40 unit club. So I've only played 1 game so far, and yeah. So what about you, Tim?
Yesterday sucked on the site. Well, we won't sugarcoat it. It was a 1-4 day. And I mean, a couple of them could have went opposite directions and we would have been good. Obviously, the Nationals were never in it. Mets run line didn't get there. It is what it is. They won the game, but couldn't cover the run line. I could have taken a minus 130 something. I took the run line. White Sox low in the bottom of the 9th. Cincinnati, it was never Cincinnati. The one good play, the one good play last night, Nick, was the fact that I looked up the New York Yankees, and it turns out their dad is Rafael Devers, which is interesting. He's completely owned the Yankees. A couple big plays in the field. Oh, also he went and had 2 home runs yesterday. And I will say, holy crap, was that last home run, like, he muscled that one. And it was out of the strike zone, like, big home run there to avoid us reverse sweeping for the day. So ended up being 1-4, not good, but we're back today and we're gonna get busy.
Yeah.
Twins minus 180. If you're gonna bet the Twins, it's got to be on the run line for me. Reds minus 1. The Rockies are 13-12 in Cincinnati. I don't hate that. Morning, guys. Shout out to LJ from H-Town for the Brewers. I think I should have went full game, but first 5 was still good plus money. I was this close to betting the Dodgers. There you go. Good job staying off. Rockies had to travel to Ohio after getting beat yesterday. Yeah, I'll probably be going to be on the Reds today. Nerfy. Red Sox smashed them overrated Yanks. Hell of a slate today. My favorite card of the year. Good luck today, my G's. Sarcasm. Shit card.
Okay. I was gonna say, whoa.
I mean, if you like the card, we're not going to talk you off of betting the card, but I know that it's not
I like the short cards.
Yeah, I don't mind the short cards. Just I'm not overly excited about today's games.
Yeah, but you know what our slate does have for today? Some noon baseball or 12:35 baseball for our first game here, and let's put up the records. Boom. I hit 400 wins. So there we go. But let's get into the first matchup here. The Pittsburgh Pirates and the New York Mets. The Pirates is minus 115 favorites, total 8.5 in this game. Line opened up at a 110. It's now a 118 for the Pirates. So we do have a line movement towards Pittsburgh in this spot. And then we have the line opening up at 8.5 minus 120. It's now 8.5 minus 112. Taking a look at the cash flow in this spot here. Let's switch this over to today's card because I'm looking at Sundays. There we go. And we have 35% of the tickets and 46% of the cash on the Mets. So the sharp money coming on the Mets with the line moving towards the Pirates, which is interesting. 90% of the tickets and 84% of the cash is on the over in this game with the line dropping in this spot, which is also quite interesting. Let's take a look at the there we go. Look at the pitching matchup for my spreadsheet. Christian Scott versus Mitch Helen Keller. Scott, 6.35 ERA, 1.41 whip, 3.18 strikeouts per nine, which is 8%, 3.18 walks per nine, a 263 BABIP, a 5.81 FIP, and a 5.79 SIERA. He's only had one start. Or has he had 2 starts since coming back? feel like he's only had one start since coming back, and it was against the Nationals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Been one
because the last start previous to that was against Arizona.
Yeah.
May 30th.
And then Keller, 3.64 ERA, 1.31 WHIP, 9.1 strikeouts per nine, which is 23%, 2.12 walks per nine, a 3.18 BABIP, a 4 FIP, and a 3.71 SIERA. Bullpen edge does go towards the Pirates. The Mets bullpen has kind of struggled as of late, but I think the bullpen's kind of fixing itself with Diaz back in the mix, and they're back not an arm down. And the hitting edge goes towards the Mets as well, who hit righties pretty well, 128 WRC plus, which is 4th, compared to 96, which is 20th for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And look at this spot for me. I mean, the line movement's kind of interesting where it's moved towards the Pirates in this one there. First 5 and full game. And I get it, I guess. 65% of the tickets, 54% of the cash is on the Pirates, and the line moving towards that way. I'm kind of interested in an under in this game a little bit. The line has moved towards the under here a little bit. I like Christian Scott. I think he's going to be better than what we've seen because he's a top pitching prospect for a reason. And it's just a lean towards, I guess, a Pirate full game. This line is a little weird. I guess I would lean Pittsburgh and under if I had to take anything, but betting an under in a Mets game with the Mets hitting the way they are right now is still scary. So I lean under. I lean Pirates, maybe a first 5 under, sleepy 12:30 game. I'm gonna shop around to see what that first 5 under is. I want to back that. I also want to take a look at what the weather is for this game. So I'll let you break this game down, and then I'm gonna see if I get to this first 5 under.
I kind of want to go after the Mets. This is, and we kind of mentioned it, the bullpen just looked taxed for a while, and I feel like they've gotten enough rest to kind of come back. And obviously, we've seen some good stuff once the Mets bullpen kind of got back into shape after Diaz came back, and everything kind of just got straightened out. They look a lot better, and I really do like Christian Scott, and the Mets are going to try to win 3 out of 4 from Pittsburgh, get back over 500. And I think they continue to roll. This has been one of the hottest teams in baseball. Yes, I know they had a 3-game losing streak the other day. That stuff's not going to last. I like the Mets in this one. I'm taking the Mets money line today in the early game. Pittsburgh, not a team I want to trust right now. They had their big game, Nick. They scored 14 runs. They were showboating. They were, we ran out of fireworks. Since then, they've scored 4 runs. So they used up all the runs in the first game. I think this could be a spot where the Mets win like 3-1, 4-1, something in that range. I like the Mets here.
I'm going to move on this first 5 under. I'm seeing minus 120 on Bet365. So I think I'm going to move on that here.
Markel loves short cards. And I think the under but pass. Peyton Krebs is traded. Just wanted to say I approve of the offseason deal/additions this far, and looking forward to a playoff run. Enjoying the show. We'll see. I obviously we've got like 80 something days until hockey season starts back up. So Alonso home run, why not? And the under.
No, actually, I got a better one. Lindor home run, Nimmo home run, or bases. Nimmo and Lindor were snubs. I don't care what anybody else says. Both these guys were the only guys in the top 15 in WAR, I think, in the National League that didn't make the All-Star team. Was Brandon Nimmo and Francisco Lindor. Mookie Betts and Fernando Tatis Jr. are not going to be able to play the All-Star game. MLB, do the right thing. Lindor for the All-Star game, Nimmo for the All-Star game. Do the right thing. That's all I got to say about that.
I agree. Dude, get them in there. We agree on this game, Nick.
Yeah, I did a free pick video for you this game last night. Let's get into it. The Washington Nationals and the St. Louis Cardinals. Nationals around minus 110 favorites, total of 9 in this game. This line opened up at a 105, up to a 108. It did get up to a 116 last night. It was around minus 110, I want to say, when I did the free pick video for it. I'm still fine with the line movement because it still moved in the Washington Nationals direction. Line opened up at a 9 minus 125. It's now a 9 at minus 118. So we even moved towards the under. And we even moved towards the Washington Nationals. Let's take a look at the cash flow here. See, yes, nope, that's not what I want to see. 32% of the tickets and 67% of the cash is on the Cardinals. In this game, the line just moved towards the Nationals, though. So the sharp money coming in on the Cardinals, line moving towards the Nationals, which is interesting there. 87% of the tickets, 81% of the cash on the over in the spot. Mitchell Parker taking on Michaelis, 4.85 ERA, 1.08 WHIP, 5.76 strikeouts per nine, which is 16%, 1.21 walks per nine, a 287 BABIP, a 2.82 FIP, and a 4.35 SIERA. On the flip side, Mitchell Parker, 3.63 ERA, 1.04 WHIP, 6.49 strikeouts per nine, which is 18%, 1.56 walks per nine, a 231 BABIP, a 4.57 FIP, and a 4.48 SIERA. Bullpen advantage going towards the Nationals, as well as the hitting advantage, 112 WRC plus, which is 10th against righties, compared to the Cardinals, who are 88 WRC plus, which is 22nd. The Cardinals do not hit lefties. And we saw that. Well, they got to Hers a little bit yesterday. One thing I did notice, I think DJ Hers is going to be more of a bullpen arm for this Nationals team. But this should have been a series where the Nationals had a little bit more success with a Cardinals team that does not hit lefties, and they've thrown basically nothing but lefties against them because the only righty they have pitched the last game against the Mets. So it's all lefties against the Cardinals here. And I look for the Nationals to take this game. I got them at minus 108.
Yeah, I'm already on the Nationals with you. So I've got it at minus 106. I want to back Mitchell Parker. And yeah, you mentioned how poorly the Cardinals are hitting lefties. Yeah, I kind of just want to go after that. So yes, I'm with you on this one. Taking the Natties against the Cardinals today. We're on a pick'em price. I do expect a little bit better from the Nationals, and I do expect some regression from the Cardinals. So sign me up for the Cardinals. Sorry, the Nationals today.
Yep.
Yo, what it do, Earle Bros? Stimmy's back in the house, Nick. It's been a while, dude. This line went from Nationals first 5, minus 112 to minus 118. Good to see that line moving.
Love it.
Over? I could see an over. We got 4 more games to talk about, Nick, and one of them is Gavin Day.
Gavin Williams Day. Did not have a good start in his first one back, but I had my question marks about that matchup for him. Not that the White Sox are a good baseball team, but the fact that it was his first game back kind of giving me pause there. And this market's kind of telling me that both pitchers could pitch well. Line opened up at a 142. It's down to a 137. And line opened up at a 115 for the over 8.5. It's now minus 110. So we have a line move towards the under. We have a line move towards the Tigers in this game here. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this one, where we have 29% of the ticket, or 71% of the tickets, 65% of cash is on the Guardians. So the line moving towards the Tigers suggests to me that that Montero is going to pitch well. 89% of the tickets, 84% of the cash is on the over, and the line moving towards the under in this game suggests to me that this is going to be a little bit more of a lower scoring baseball game. Gavin Williams has made one start so far since coming back from the IL. He faced the Chicago White Sox, and I have to get his numbers up. We have 2 guys who have pitched a total of, I think, 1 game each in the pros. Or no, what do you call it? Montero's pitched twice now. He went 4 1/3. Oh, he's pitched 3 times. He pitched on May 29th, but then June 26th and July 3rd. He gave up 5 earned runs on 5 hits, 3 walks, 4 1/3 innings against the Phillies. Then followed that up with a nice 2-run performance and a 9-2 win over the Minnesota Twins. 2 earned runs on 6 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, and 6 1/3 innings pitched. Gavin Williams has pitched 1 game so far. He faced the White Sox. He went 4 innings, gave up 5 earned runs on 2 hits, or on 7 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and 4 innings pitched. I look for him to get right, but I would like to see it first before backing him. As much as I love Gavin Williams, I want to see him pitch well first before putting my money on him. I lean under in this game, first 5 under. I don't trust either of these offenses. Even though the Guardians can hit a little bit. It's my bet. It's more of I don't trust the Tigers offense. Bullpen edge goes towards Cleveland. Hitting edge goes towards Cleveland. 116 WRC plus, which is 9th, compared to 81, which is 27th. I lean under in this game, but not a spot I'm looking to jump and get to.
I went after Gavin. And I probably should have stayed off of his first start of the year. I feel like this could be a good spot that he got adjusted. He got back into the flow of the game. And now he gets to go up against a Tigers team that is not good. As much as everybody wanted them to be good in the beginning of the year, they're not. And they will be sellers at the deadline. They're only 6 games under 500 right now. But I do see this as a good spot for Gavin to get right. And I'm personally on the run line for the Guardians. I got plus 120 for it. This is just a fade of the Tigers. I feel like they're one of the more overvalued teams, even though, yes, they just swept the Reds, but honestly, are we really high on the Reds? So I'm on Gavin in the Guardians today. I got the run line at plus 120.
Fair. Yeah, I'm staying off that spot.
First 5 under Guardians. Could see that. I'd be careful with that. If anything over 4.5 first 5, there was a slight move towards the over first 5. Never mind. Thanks, Fernando. I think I'm passing. Okay. 3 games left.
Yeah. Rockies and Reds here. Reds minus 170 favorites, total of 9 in this game. The Rockies coming in playing some decent baseball as of late. What did they do yesterday? Because I think I stayed off their game yesterday.
They got crushed.
I think they lost.
They lost 10-1.
They got crushed. That's right. I remember I was leaning heavily towards them. Line opened up at a 190 for the Reds. No, Lugo. They beat Lugo the night before.
It was Singer.
It was Singer, yeah. Line opened up at a 190. It's down to a 156 for the Reds. So the markets are adjusting themselves to probably where this line should be. I don't think the Reds should be this big of favorites. Line opened up at a 9 at minus 125. It's now a 9 at minus 120 for the over. So we have a slight move towards the under here as well. Line moves towards the under today. 67% of the tickets, 66% of the cash on the under. 85% of the tickets, 93% of the cash on the Reds. The line plummeting. Does give me a little bit of interest in the Colorado Rockies in this game. We have Dakota Hudson taking on Andrew Abbott. Hudson 7.3 ERA, 1.95 WHIP. Definitely doesn't give you a lot of confidence. 4.94 strikeouts per 9, which is 12%. 4.74 walks per 9, a 3.86 BABIP, a 5.39 FIP, and a 5.70 SIERA. On the flip side, we have Andrew Abbott, 3 ERA, a 1.33 WHIP, 7.33 strikeouts per 9, which is 19%. 6 walks per 9. He just flirts with fire often. 192 BABIP, a 5.45 FIP, and a 5.69 SIERA. Bullpen actually goes towards the Rockies. The Rockies bullpen's not been bad as of late. Their FIP and SIERA in the green on my spreadsheet. And then the Rockies also have the hitting edge here, 87 WRC plus, which is 23rd, compared to 82, which is 26th. I would like to find a way to back the Rockies in this game. I just think this line is way too big for the Cincinnati Reds. I'm not a believer in Andrew Abbott because he walks entirely too many batters for my liking. And I can kind of see the Rockies making him pay for it. So I'm interested in the Rockies, and I can get plus 140 on Fanatics. I think I'm going to pull the trigger on the Rockies here in this spot.
I'm not going to. I'm actually on the Reds. And one of the main reasons why Colorado just played, obviously everybody played yesterday. They played at Coors Field yesterday. Then they had to travel halfway across the country, coming out of altitude. I just think it's a really bad spot for the Rockies. If you're going to look at them, I think the better spot maybe, if you're going to go after them, might be tomorrow, where they get Cal Quantrill on the mound. But today, I don't think it's a good spot for the Rockies coming off of their home games. And I'm on the Reds. I think there's a Reds bounce back spot after an ugly series versus the Tigers. So I'm on the Reds. I took the run line, Nick.
All right, we're going to be on the opposite sides here. Colorado Rockies plus 140. Fanatics. I was able to boost that up to 168. So I got the Rockies, though, in this spot.
Right on. I will kind of want to take the Rockies first 5 just of principle. I don't think we can. I don't really think that's a good spot. What's up, fellas? It shows Feltner for the Rockies. It is Feltner.
Oh, it does?
Tomorrow. Yeah, it's Feltner.
Oh.
Why? What did he have?
Then I think I read out Dakota Hudson's numbers.
Oops.
Maybe that's why the line dropped, because it went from maybe Dakota Hudson to Ryan Feltner. That may be why the line dropped.
I'm on the Reds. Either way, don't matter.
If it's Ryan Feltner, I love the Rockies even more.
Okay. So, I got 2 games left, Nick, and this one should be an interesting one. I kind of want to go after inside.
Let's take a look here in this game. We have this line opening up at a 135 for the Rangers. I'm seeing 139 for them now, so we have a slight move towards them. Line open up at an 8.5 minus 120. It's down 8.5 minus 115. So we have a slight move towards the Rangers. We have a slight move towards the under in this game here. 75% of the tickets, 74% cash on the over. Line moving towards the under. 70% of the tickets, 71% of the cash is on the Rangers, with the line moving 4 cents towards them. Maybe I expect a little bit bigger of a line movement with this type of cash flow coming in, but this could be one of those spots where we've seen short home dogs not do particularly well. Davis Daniel taking on John Gray. For some reason, I do not have his ERA here. That's annoying.
Davis Daniel, he's pitched all of twice this year. 2.7 ERA and 13 1/3.
Yeah, and on the flip side, John Gray is just John Gray has been getting lit up and smoked as of late. 8.1 ERA the last 30 days, 1.67 walks per 9 or WHIP. 5.79 strikeouts per 9, which is 14%, 1.93 walks per 9, a 341 BABIP, a 5.86 FIP, and a 5.01 SIERA. The bullpen edge goes towards the Angels. The hitting edge goes towards the Angels. 110 WRC plus, which is 13th against righties for the Angels. And the Texas Rangers do not hit righties. 75 WRC plus, which is 29th. I think this is an Angels play. I think this is Angels money line in this game, and I get it. The lines move slightly towards the Rangers. I mean, with the amount of money coming in on them, you expect that. I would expect a bigger line movement, honestly. I can get plus 120 or 130. I can get plus 130 on BetMGM. I'm going to grab the Angels in this spot. Go after some dogs today.
I'm right with you. I'm already on the Angels. This just seemed – and I know I kind of picked my spots with the Angels. This just seems like an Angel spot to me. I don't know why, but I kind of like the spot for him. Obviously, I'm not big on the Rangers. Haven't been all year, and we're sticking to the guns that they will be sellers at the deadline. And the GM already mentioned that barring a big turnaround, the Rangers are going to be looking to deal a bunch of players. And I do think that you can get a little bit of value here on the Angels. I got them at plus 128. So I do like the Angels money line in this one. So a little bit of a home doggy here. I like the Angels.
Yeah, I'm on them as well, plus 130 on BetMGM. They also give me a bet insurance token on it. So I threw a couple extra dollars that I usually threw a little bit extra on the Angels here. Because because I have the bet insurance token on it too.
There you go. I don't know if y'all going over the Twins game, but can you tell me who has a hitting advantage in that game, Nick?
Twins against the White Sox right now. Twins, long shot.
Yeah,
like it does not look fun pitching to the Minnesota Twins right now.
Halos money line, yes, Halos today. Final game of the day, Nick, and I do have a play on this one as well.
All right. We have the Atlanta Braves taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Braves opened up as 215 favorites. It's down to a 180 now. Line opened up at an 8.5 at even money. It's down to an 8 at minus 105. 5. So we've had a big move towards the Diamondbacks here and a move towards the under as well. 81% of the tickets and 67% of the cash is on the Braves with the line moving against them. I think it may have been a pitching change, so I don't know whether or not these are completely accurate. 91% of tickets, 86% of the cash is on the over in this game as well, the line dropping. I have Yilber Diaz making his debut for the Arizona Diamondbacks, taking on Chris Sale, who was just elected to the All-Star game yesterday. Sale, 1.97 ERA, 0.84 whip the last 30 days, 12.66 strikeouts per nine, which is 38%, 2.53 walks per nine, a 270 BABIP, but 1.69 FIP, and a 2.40 Sierra. Very deserving of an All-Star game appearance. The bullpen edge does go towards Arizona, and the hitting edge goes towards Arizona, though. They are 118 WRC plus versus 118 WRC plus versus lefties, which is 11th, compared to the Braves 79 WRC plus, which is 28th. I do expect this Braves offense to get better. I don't see them hitting this bad against righties all year long. I just don't. And maybe the series against the Phillies was a little bit of a pick-me-up type of thing with them. I don't know, though. I don't have an interest in this game, though. But shout out to Chris Sale making an all-star game after years and years of injuries. I think we kind of predicted that once he went to the Braves, though, that he was going to be injured for years. He goes to the Atlanta Braves, and all of a sudden he's a world-class pitcher again. Because the Braves have a type of voodoo magic with pitchers and players and stuff like that. It's really annoying. But yeah, shout out to Chris Sale. No play in this game for me, though.
I am on the Braves run line. And I do kind of see that Philly series as a bright spot for them after winning 2 out of 3. Yilber Diaz has been a minor league pitcher for a while. He's making his major league debut. He is out of Venezuela. So no college, just straight out of Venezuela. And I just want to back Chris Sale after he made the All-Star game. Honestly, would you be surprised if starters got announced and it was Chris Sale?
Chris Sale and Seth Lugo?
11-3, 2.7 ERA, and almost 100 innings pitched, 127 strikeouts. He's been freaking nasty this year. I think he has another big start here. I'm on the Braves on the run line in this one, Nick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. This is probably a little bit of a long shot, but I'm gonna make a prediction here. The National League starter is gonna be Paul Skeens. They're gonna want the excitement right off the rip. How much fun would that be to hype up your top prospect in baseball, your rookie of the year in the National League, most likely, and think about this for like a 365 days, Tim, for Paul Skeens. Yeah. He was the college baseball pitcher of the year, college World Series champion, number 1 overall pick, all-star.
Yep.
What was it?
An all-star game starter.
Rookie of the year front runner, and an all-star game starter. I mean,
he's been great.
I think Paul Skeens starts the all-star game.
Okay. I like the over in the Angels game. I won't talk you off of an over in the Angels game. Me too, Tariq. I'm on the Twins minus 2.5, 3.5 today. I don't blame you on that one. Chris Flexen is the least profitable pitcher in baseball. Maybe I want to take the Braves, but maybe under. Chris Paddock pitching for the Twins. So there you go, Nick. No problem. Marquell, just keep an eye on it. May do the Braves minus 2.5 and over 4.5 in the first 5. I'd be careful with that one because I don't know. I don't think Arizona really hits well off of.
They do hit lefties pretty well, but they haven't really faced a lefty like Sale, though.
Correct. But that is everything for this short card. I'm sorry we didn't go over the Twins game. There was no pitcher, and unfortunately, I can't cap a game with no pitcher. But before we head on out, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all links in the description below. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. We're posting on those every day. Make sure you guys are following all of those, along with subscribing to the YouTube channel. We're trying to reach 4,000 subscribers, even though we're kind of going backwards right now. We're 16 away. The other day we were a little bit better off, but it is what it is. I'm not overly hung up on it. But make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel as well. Recap for today. I'll be on the Mets. I will be on the Natties, the Guardians, the Reds, Angels, and Braves. So I have a play in every single game. That's fun. Nick?
Yeah. I have 4 plays today, so we'll. Mets Pirates first 5 under 4.5 -120 bet 365. Washington Nationals -108 FanDuel. The Colorado Rockies +140 Fanatics, and the LA Angels +130 BetMGM. So there we go.
Right on. There you go. That will do it, though, for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll be back again with another one tomorrow. Peace out, guys.